We have another loving mother who is accused of beating her daughter and forcing her to eat out of a trash can or eat out of trash. I don't know what the daughter did, but I don't think that the daughter did anything good. Here we go.
Now, though, at 3:30, a Miami-Dade woman is behind bars facing child abuse charges.
The young mother is accused of making her 8-year-old eat expired food. And Local 10's Roy Ramos joining us now in Northwest Miami-Dade with more on this arrest. Roy, really some disturbing details here.
I'm going to tell y'all about indoctrination really quick. We have been taught that expired food shouldn't be eaten. Y'all know why they put the expired tag, eat by this date. So if you don't eat by this date, you will discard that and go spend some money and buy that same thing again. It does not mean that the food is no good. Now it depends. Like if this 19, like if it expired in 1996 and a 2026, then all right, I got you.
Very, very disturbing. The alleged victim in this case, as you mentioned, just 8 years old. She is accused of being beaten, forced to eat from the trash can, left with marks all over her body, and all at the hands of who detectives say was her own mother.
Y'all do know in the great state of Florida, we have corporal punishment. We can beat the hell out of our goddamn children. We just can't leave marks. Somebody should have taught this and shot this baby out for having her real. Go ahead.
It's her own mother.
You would never suspect that.
Never.
Residents living in the Sunshine Lakes community of Northwest Miami-Dade shocked to hear their next-door neighbor, a mother, was arrested on charges of child abuse and child neglect.
Shot that baby out for having a real.
I think it's really sad. I think they were probably under a lot of stress.
This is the mugshot of 27-year-old Nasleen Timouche.
Y'all understand that they would never say that about a man who done beat the hell out of their damn child and forced their child to eat? I bet that he was under a lot of stress. They would never say that.
This is the mugshot of 27-year-old Nasleen Timouche. Miami-Dade Sheriff deputies met with her after a neighbor called in a welfare check for Timouche's 8-year-old daughter. The child allegedly seen with scars and marks on her body, who was reported to be left home alone frequently.
It's not cheap over here. And they're not from here, from what
It says not cheap over there. They're not from here. I think she hates.
I understand. So I'm sure they probably had a lot of uphill battles.
In the arrest report we obtained, it states when deputies met with the alleged victim, she told them she'd been hit numerous times with a cord, frying pan, and a spatula, causing injuries, and stated to detectives that she's not allowed to eat in her residence because the food is for guests. Therefore, she can eat expired foods or food from the trash.
I would try to help her, but giving her like little things like cookies and, a bottle of water, stuff like that, because I didn't want to get into it with the parent.
Well, neighbors
You say Willie, that Willow Smith.
like Simone Heritos said she would do what she could to help that young girl left home alone. Never did she suspect what arresting documents described. Timouche accused of beating her own daughter for no apparent reason.
Why did they say it like that? She was accused of beating her own daughter. We beat our own children. Why you say it like that, though? It's her child, her body, her baby. Beat the hell out your child. Damn it, I don't understand. Like, we shocked. Oh, my God, she beat her own child. What other child you gonna beat?
Reports saying the victim was observed with several scars and marks consistent with being struck with a charging cable.
Was it an Apple or Android?
So Timouche does remain behind bars now, being held
Timouche, baby from Timu. Go ahead.
with no bond. As for the alleged victim in this case, that 8-year-old little girl, right now we're trying to find out who has taken custody of her. As soon as we get those details, we will be sure to let you know. For now, here in Northwest Miami-Dade.
I got you. I got you right there, because I would definitely say the same thing, Jason. Why did she call the police? Or why didn't the neighbor call the damn police? See, the neighbor said I was helping her out by feeding and stuff like that right there, and I would give her some water and shit and cookies, and I didn't want to like have like conflict like with like the parent or nothing like that right there. But you saw a child in need. You saw a child needing water and cookies, and you didn't call the police on her.
Who was reported to be left home alone frequently.
Left home alone frequently. Now, hold on. We're not going to hold that there against her, baby, because we able to leave our children home alone. Remember, we had to look up how old do you have to be left alone. It depends on the parent's discretion and how we feel about our doggone children. We was all left alone, home alone as children. So let's not be, oh my God, she left her child at home. Come on, y'all. Now that's petty. We really ain't tripping on that right there. Because back when we was 8 and 9, Man, we were playing Nintendo and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cheap over here.
She say it's not cheap over here. Now listen, I think her girlfriend had walked in behind her.
They're not from here, from what I understand. So I'm sure they probably had a lot of uphill battles.
In the arrest report we obtained, it states when deputies met with the alleged victim, she told them she'd been hit numerous times with a cord, frying pan, and a spatula, causing injuries, and stated
Now, that really ain't a problem.
to the
Man.
detectives that she's not allowed to eat in her residence because the food is for guests.
The food is for guests. The food is for guests, and she can eat the expired and the throw it away food. Now, when I said expired food, like, all right, today is June the 8th. Let's say you went shopping on, let's say, May the 25th, and they said the expiration date was June the 8th. You don't have to throw that food out, y'all, or that package, because it's typically in packages when we're talking about expiration dates, stuff like that. You don't have to throw that there out. You can keep that till like the 15th or the 20th. It depends on if it's been frozen, if it's in the freezer, have it been stored properly. Especially if it's been frozen, you ain't got to throw shit out. You can throw it out and eat that bit. I'm trying to tell y'all something. It is a way to make us continue to spend money that we don't have to spend.
Therefore, she can eat expired foods or food from the trash.
I would try to help her, but
Shot this baby out for having her real too. That's what's up.
giving her like little things like cookies and
So you know that the child was in distress, and there's so many women who see other children. There's so many mothers who see children in distress, and because they don't want to so-called get the mother in trouble, bitch, what about the baby? I don't want to put the police in their business, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, what about the baby though? A lot of them feel as if, well, the baby's in a better position than the child being in foster care. That's really how a lot of mothers see things.
you know, a bottle of water, you know, stuff like that, because I didn't want to get into it with the parent.
And that's a lot. That's a lot of what we do. We want to mind our own goddamn business. But remember, she was already giving to the child. I could understand the neighbors who ain't get the child nothing because they want to mind their own goddamn business. I don't, that ain't my goddamn baby. I know the baby just sitting out there thirsty. I know that baby out there can use a little snack. Shit, I'm not finna get into it with you goddamn people. Bitch, I got to stay here. It sound like Day-Day. Bitch, when you go home, bitch, I got to stay here. What the hell you doing? You know what I'm saying? But No, notice how she like leans to the side, like I really ain't want to get into it with the mama though.
You know, stuff like that, because I didn't want to get into it with the parent.
Well, neighbors like
Listen, I ain't even much mad at you, sister. I ain't even much mad because I do understand what you're talking about.
Simone Heritos said she would do what she could to help that young girl left home alone. Never did she suspect what arresting documents described.
Look at that pretty little face. That baby got a pretty little face. She look a little evil, but she got a pretty little face. She look like a character. Like with her ears and stuff like that right there. I like her hair though, but she need to comb.
Mouche accused of beating her own daughter for no apparent reason. The report saying the victim was observed with several scars and marks.
She was accused of beating her daughter for no apparent reason. There's always a reason to beat your children. Don't let nobody beat. See, we've been indoctrinated. Don't let nobody tell y'all that there's no reason. There's always a reason. Always, always, always. I don't give a damn whether your child made straight A's. Damn it, that might be the reason to whoop your baby.
Consistent with being struck with a charging cable.
Charging cable, though. She'll whoop that baby with an Android cord. I can't take y'all serious. But anyway, this is the loving mother, and I would say once she go through all this right here, give her baby back. Her body, her baby. Children, it's best left with their mama now. Moving right along, I ain't gonna be much of you.